I want to preface this video by saying that there's nothing funny about cancer, and it shouldn't be joked about, and that anyone who feigns a cancer diagnosis for sympathy or monetary gain is despicable. I elected to feign a cancer diagnosis to learn more about how this scam works, but it's not something I necessarily condone, and I was very close to not publishing this video at all. We'll see if it was worth it. As always, it started with a phone call. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Anne from Independent Claims, and this call is regarding for the settlement claim that you might be possible to receive. By any chance, sir, did you serve in the military or anyone in your family?
No.
Okay. How about is there anyone in your family who was a firefighter?
Yes.
And who was a firefighter, ma'am?
My brother.
Okay, ma'am. By any chance, ma'am, is your brother diagnosed with any type of medical condition?
Yes.
And what type of medical condition is that, ma'am?
He has high blood pressure.
Okay, ma'am. How about any type of cancer, ma'am? Hope not.
I think they found prostate cancer a bit ago, but they were able to treat it, from what I heard.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for this call. Have a great day, ma'am.
What are you guys looking for?
By the way, ma'am, we are looking for a person who was exposed to a firefighting foam and was diagnosed with cancer. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much
My
for this
uncle
call,
was a
ma'am.
firefighter. He did the he did the wildfires, like you know how in California there's lots of wildfires, and so they spray the foam from the top, and he got lung cancer. I'm not sure if that's related.
Okay, ma'am.
Do you think he would qualify?
By any chance, is your uncle still alive?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. We need your uncle phone number. By any chance, ma'am, did you have your uncle phone number?
Of course. I just gave them my phone number.
Okay, ma'am. And by any chance, ma'am, may I know your uncle's name?
Dustin.
It's Justin?
Yes.
It's J-U? Okay, ma'am. How about his last name, ma'am?
Brooks.
It's Brooks. It's Justin Brooks, ma'am. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for this call, ma'am. I have to call your uncle, ma'am, for this compensation.
So the next morning, they call Uncle Justin. Yes.
Hi, good morning. This is me, Anne, from Independent Claims. And by the way, sir, this call is regarding for the settlement claim that you might be possible to receive. Can I speak with Mr. Justin Brooks?
Oh, he's still asleep. Do you have a callback number, or do you want to just try him later?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I call you back later.
Okay.
Thank you.
7:13 in the morning. They want to talk about their accident bullshit at 7:13 in the morning. Unreal. It was way too early for that bullshit. However, later that day, they called me again.
From Independent Claims. By the way, sir, this call is regarding for the settlement claim that you might be possible to receive.
Okay.
By any chance, sir, by any chance, is there anyone in your family who was a firefighter?
I was.
Okay, sir. By any chance, sir, have you been exposed to a firefighting foam?
Yes.
Okay, sir. By any chance, sir, are you suffering or are you diagnosed with any type of medical condition or any type of cancer?
Yes.
And what type of cancer, sir?
Lung cancer.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Hold on.
Okay.
To address you properly, sir, can I have your first and last name?
Justin Brooks.
It's Justin, Brooks, Brooks. Is that
Correct.
right, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. And how about your birthday, sir?
August 17th, 1976.
Okay, sir. Um, sir, in what year you were diagnosed with lung cancer?
Last year.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
By any chance, sir, uh, are you diagnosed with any type of cancer rather than lung cancer? Is any other cancer you have?
I think they said that they found like some cells in my pancreas because we've identified that it's affecting the lungs, but we don't know where it started. So it could be the other parts are affected too. We're not really sure.
Okay. But you were not diagnosed with that, sir. Is that right?
Not yet. We're still looking into it. We're still doing
Okay,
scans
not
and
yet.
stuff. It could be.
Okay, sir. By this, sir, you were not qualified for the settlement claim, sir.
What does it take to what would it take to be qualified?
Your type of cancer is not qualified, sir.
What type do people get with firefighting foam?
By the way, sir, I can call you back.
I mean, I want to know what because my firefighter friends also have cancer. What type are you looking for?
Okay, sir. Hold on, sir.
Sure.
By the way, sir, the type of cancer that was included in AFFF loss of claim is kidney cancer and testicular cancer and liver cancer only, sir.
Sorry, could you say that one more time?
It's kidney cancer, testicular cancer, and liver cancer, sir.
It's weird that firefighting foam would cause that.
Yes.
I can still do you have like a I can still pass it on because I know that one of the guys that I was firefighting with also has cancer, but I don't remember what type. It's not lung.
Um.
I don't remember specifically what type though.
Okay, sir. Maybe I can call you back for that, sir.
I mean, that logic makes sense, right? If they're talking about firefighter foam, they dump it, you breathe it, and you get lung cancer, right? But I guess not. They're very specific with what they're looking for. Either way, I now know what types of cancers they're looking for. So when they call me back, hello,
This
hello.
call is being recorded. Hi, good morning. My name is Angel, and I am calling on behalf of Independent Claims. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, by the way, the reason why I am calling it today is regarding for a possible compensation claim that you might be eligible to receive, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, I just wanted to know if have you ever been work as a fireman or firefighter before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Probably for how many years that you work as a firefighter?
From 20 to 45, so about 25 years.
About 25 years.
Mhm.
Okay. So you was exposed to fire foam, correct?
Yes.
All right. So probably what year when you was exposed to a fire foam?
I don't remember exactly the year because I've been doing this for so many years, but we used it a lot. So
All right. In your estimation only, ma'am. Only an estimation. What year is that?
I mean, it would.
When you was start exposing to the fire foam?
I mean, I started doing firefighting in 1996. So
1996.
yeah, I guess that'd be the earliest.
Okay. All right. Until what year?
2021. So 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
2021. Okay. And have you ever been diagnosed with any type of medical conditions?
Yes.
And what type of medical conditions that you had?
High blood pressure, and recently, as of last October, kidney cancer.
Kidney cancer. Okay. So you was diagnosed with kidney cancer last October. So
Yes.
probably 2023, correct?
Yes. Correct.
All right. So for this one, you are free qualified to get this compensation claim from Firefoam, and I am willing to help you for that one, okay?
So this next section, she just verifies my phone number, my full name spelled out, my date of birth, my address, which I have to tell her twice, my email, which I tell twice, and the hospital where I was diagnosed. It all goes very slow because her English is not great, so I just cut it out for your benefit. I want to emphasize again that I do not feel great at all lying about being a firefighter, which is a very respectable profession, or lying about having cancer, which lots of people suffer from, but I'm doing it for the sake of figuring out where this scam goes.
All right, so here's going to happen, okay? You need to go to our website in order to fill out a short form. So in order to go to our website easily, we are going to send a link into your email. So can you please log into your email now? Okay. Or maybe do you have also a family members that was stationed in the Camp Lejeune? Okay, bear with me one. All right. So for this one, Miss Justin, I do have here now my supervisor, and she wants to talk to you. Okay. Hello, Justin.
Yes?
Hi. This is Alisa, one of the supervisor that is assigned for the A3FF case. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. My representative you spoke with have gathered some of your necessary information in the form. And may I just ask for, like, what type of firefighter you have worked? Are you a civilian firefighter, a military firefighter?
It was a mix of both because I was in it for approximately 25 years. So the bulk of what I did was like in the like wildfires, like in the wilderness, in the forest, and of course they would dump all the foam and stuff from above as we're, trying to fight it.
Right. So to stand on line, let me fill out the form for you. And what were those years you believe you was exposed and using a fire foam as a firefighter?
She has the same question. It's hard to say. I started in 1996. And I mean, we use that stuff constantly. Again, especially with wildfires, if it would be 2, 3 times a day, they would have a plane flying over doing a pass of foam. So it's hard to say every single year that it happened, but definitely in '96 when I started, and practically every year since then, I would think.
Uh-huh. And what kind of medical condition or cancer you was diagnosed with?
Kidney cancer.
Sorry about that. Do you happen to have treatments for your kidney cancer?
We're just doing basic chemotherapy. It's very they're trying to keep the treatments not so aggressive.
And Mr. Brooks, have you ever signed any documents regarding for a triple F case
No,
or no?
I've never heard of it.
Great. So I'm filling out the form here for you. And also we'll be like sending you out a link on your email for you to fill out. That is for you to have a successful record in our system that we are the one handling your a triple F case, sir, okay?
Okay.
Let me ask if have you been convicted of any felony?
No.
No, okay. Aside from yourself, Mr. Brooks, is there somebody else from your family that have also worked as a firefighter?
I apologize, the editing on this call is so jank. I was put on hold for quite long periods of time. You've only heard about 6 minutes of the call. At this point, we were about 22 minutes into it. But to wrap it up, she asks me for the name of the hospital where I was diagnosed again, and if I have a middle name. She then claimed that they had sent me a link to a form I needed to fill out. I did not receive any link. That's actually true. And so she said she would call me back later. Hello?
This call is being recorded. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Mr. Jarvis State.
Speaking.
Sir, this is Elisa, the supervisor that is assigned for your paraquat herbicide settlement claim, remember?
Yes.
Okay. So we spoke with your sister last time, last Wednesday, I believe, and she helped you out to fill out the form. And now, sir, you're meeting the criteria for this settlement claim, which is for paraquat. So let me like pull out the form that we got here since Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Just bear with me, please.
Sure.
Is your sister still there with you?
No, she's at work, but I can fill out the form. I can go through it. It's fine. Okay. If you're confused like I was, basically what happened is she dialed the wrong number. That's why she called me by a different name. That's why she talked about paraquat, which I guess is a toxic herbicide, which is another thing that they're working on. And that's why she asked about my sister. I can't really rag on them too hard for this because we all make mistakes. I just find it kind of funny. But anyway, they did call back again.
Hello?
Hello?
Who am I speaking with?
I'm Justin. I have a missed call from this number.
Is this Justin what?
Yes.
What is your last name?
Brooks.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, okay? Bear with. So, in order to know, sir, that we are dealing for the right person, so we need the picture of your ID. Any valid ID like state ID or a driver's license ID, because we are going to attach that in your file.
Okay.
Okay? So you can send that to our email, okay? I'll give you our email. Can you please get the picture of your ID? Then send it to documents@ind.claims. You have now the picture of your ID? Have you already sent that to our...
No one's asked me for that. They said they were going to send me an email where I have to fill out a form, and it wasn't working, so they said they'd call me
Yes,
back.
sir. But before that, but before that, we are going to send you an email regarding for that form. We need a picture of your ID so that we know that we are dealing for the right person.
I'm still not sure where this request came from. If this was part of their usual procedure, as part of their intake, they would have asked for this in the previous call. I'm assuming they tried doing a public record search for Justin Brooks and just couldn't find anyone matching that identity, so they asked for my ID to verify it. I'm obviously not Justin Brooks, and I don't have the Photoshop skills to make a fake ID for Justin Brooks, so I sent them McLovin's driver's license.
Okay. It was successfully decided?
I think so.
Bear with me.
She put me on hold for 2.5 minutes, and then... So I called her back.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Okay? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for calling me. Bye for now. God bless you.
I immediately called her back, and...
I'm sorry, the number you dialed cannot be reached from your calling area. Thank you for...
Little did she know, I have multiple phone numbers. The game continues.
And there's someone was stationed or working at the Camp Lejeune in North Carolina.
Hello?
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Raymond Villanueva. No one is available to take your call.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, by the way, my name is Angel, and I am calling on behalf of Independent Claims. And this is regarding for a possible compensation claim that you might be eligible to receive, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, if you don't mind me asking, do you have a family members
that was diagnosed with any type of cancer before?
Oh wait, no, I remember you. We went through this, and I qualified because I'm a firefighter and I had kidney cancer. You guys asked for my ID. I sent you the ID, and you're like, "That's all for today, thank you," and you hung up on me. So like, what's next?
Oh, who am I speaking with?
Justin Brooks.
Okay, because the picture or the ID that you sent is not yours. Am I correct?
Excuse me?
The ID that you sent to me is not you.
I did send you my correct ID. What did you get?
I'm so sorry.
I did send you the
The
correct.
picture of the ID that you was sent to me came from Google, right?
It came from. No, I took the picture with my phone.
No, it was from Honolulu, Hawaii, right?
From Honolulu.
And you're not from that. The ID that you sent to me is the Hawaii driver's license. And this is not you. Am I correct?
I don't know what you're talking about. I sent my proper ID.
I'm sorry?
I don't know what you're talking about. I sent my actual ID. Like,
This is not you.
that's what has me concerned, is that you guys have a picture of my real ID with my street address and everything, and you guys are just like, "That's it for today," and hung up. And I'm like, "So what's next?" Like, I just gave you this information.
Because sir, the ID that you sent to me is not you. So that I thought that you was a frank caller.
Excuse me?
Are you a frank caller, right?
I mean, you guys called me, so.
Hold on 1 second. Bear with.
She put me on hold for 30 seconds, and then. Of course, I have multiple phone numbers for these people, so I just called the next one.
Thank you for calling Independent Claims. This is Tony. How can I help you?
Hey Tony, my name is Justin Brooks. I'm trying to further process my claim. We found out I'm eligible.
I'm sorry. What claim that you're talking about?
For the firefighter phone?
I'm sorry, but we're not handling the
What are you guys doing?
settlement claim from the firefighting phone.
What claims do you guys do?
And actually, sir, you are calling from the funeral home.
Excuse me?
You are calling from funeral home. You need a service?
Yeah, sure. What area do you service?
So, what package do you want?
I need a full burial. I love how he answered the call as independent claims and then backtracked and said it was funeral homes. I'm assuming the other people in the office, because let's be real, they're all in one big room, tapped him on the shoulder and told him that I was a prank caller, so he changed his tuner with that. While recording the VO for this, I called Angel, the person who accused me of being a prank caller, just out of curiosity to see if the number still worked, and surprisingly, she picked up.
Hi, ma'am. Who is this?
Hi.
Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Angel.
Yes, ma'am. Who are you?
Remember me? I'm Justin. We had a claim a bit ago, back in like April or May, I think. I sent you a picture of an ID from Hawaii, and you claimed it wasn't me, and it was a whole thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'm a journalist. I'm working on the story of this call right now. Just wondering if you're willing to tell me who you guys really are.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you so much. God bless.
Who
Bye.
are you? Who are you? Okay, those calls were fun, but what's really going on? What's the scam? Well, here's the email that they sent me. It indeed came from Amanda Lee Foy. As you can see, she has a lot of ways to contact her. I did try reaching her via SMS, but she never replied. I also messaged her on WhatsApp. Here is her WhatsApp contact image, by the way. But again, she never replied. Now, if you click the link in the email, it sends you to this form. Look at me clicking random links that are sent to me via email. What could possibly go wrong? But it sends you to this form. Now, I don't know why they were so neurotic about me filling out this form online, because this is the same information they asked me via phone. Whenever I encounter a new website, I like to go straight to the bottom to see what information is available down there. Apparently, these are independent Telesource telemarketing services, or ITTS. Why they didn't rearrange that so the acronym would be TITS, I have no idea. There is a phone number, but there is no email address, no physical address, nothing like that. They do have a contact us page, which has a couple more phone numbers. I have no idea where these go. I'm not really going to test them. But here they are. This is the homepage, ITTS. Again, it should say TITS. That's a crime against humanity. They didn't do that. And it's legal support at your fingertips. Round the clock availability, capturing every lead. Never miss a client. What do? They do mass tort services, lead generation services, sales and support, and chat and email services. So in order to explain this, I have to explain a bit about litigation. I'm sure you've all heard about a class action lawsuit, which is when something bad happens that impacts a tremendous amount of people. And so people get together, usually attorneys or a law group, and sue the company or entity behind that action and win a settlement out of it. So you can see here recently in Miller et al. Versus Travel Guard Group, the plaintiffs allege that Travel Guard Group charges more than it is legally or fairly allowed to charge for travel insurance plans and includes unauthorized hidden fees as part of the total price of travel insurance plans. Now, of course, Travel Guard Group denies this, but they're also willing to settle for just a hair under $24 million. And how this works is that the attorneys who filed the lawsuit get a big, huge payout, and those that were affected get like $327 in the mail or something like that. Like, it's a really puny amount, but it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Compare this to a mass tort where you have a large group of people that were affected, but their cases are tried individually. So as opposed to a class action where it's generally opt out if you don't want to be considered a class member, in a mass tort, you're the one who has to go and initiate a lawsuit or seek a settlement. There's no one really doing it on your behalf like you would see in a class action. And some common mass torts are medical device injuries, prescription drug injuries, or product liability injuries. So here are a list of the mass torts that ITTS services, apparently, and they have little bits of information. For example, here is the AFFF firefighter foam lawsuit that I was supposedly qualified for until I gave them a fake ID because I'm a prank caller. Now, the problem with these types of tort actions is, think about the firefighter suit. I had to be a firefighter, maybe a specific kind. They were specific on, like, were you a civilian firefighter? What did you do as a firefighter? You obviously have to be exposed to foam. Now, they don't mention brand names. They don't mention exposure time. They don't really tell you anything about what the exposure had to be like, but presumably there are limits there too. There had to be specific years that you were exposed. I got lucky in that I told them I started in 96 and they accepted that, but presumably there's a specific time frame that they wanted you to have been exposed to it, and they're looking for very specific types of cancer. The page just says if you develop cancer due to exposure, but no, they're looking for very specific types of cancer. And so if you think about it, how would you even go about finding people that meet these specific criteria? They're so specific and so picky about it. How do you find people that are mass tort members? From what I've read, other firms use social media ads to try to find mass tort class members, but it appears that one or more firms hired ITTS to find tort members for them, and they're accomplishing it by just cold calling random numbers and hoping for the best. That's why they just call you out of nowhere. Were you a firefighter? Did you serve at Camp Lejeune? Did any of your family members serve at Camp Lejeune? Were any of your family members a fight? Like, they're just fishing. I don't think I mentioned it, but these people are very clearly in the Philippines, just based off their accent and their intonation when they speak English. They're definitely Filipino. So is it a scam? Well, my number's on the do not call list, and they called me anyway, despite me not having a business relationship with them. So that's illegal. They called unsolicited. They used an auto dialer, which in itself isn't necessarily illegal, but it's only legal with consent. And of course, I did not give them consent, so very common for a scam. They claim they're from Independent Claims, but again, they're from ITTS. The TCPA requires that you identify who you're calling with upon the beginning of the call, and they're not from Independent Claims. That's just what they're processing. They don't seem to take privacy very seriously. You know, that time when the woman accidentally called me with a different name about a different tort entirely and talked about my sister, when Angel answered one of the last times and gave a different last name, was like, "What's your last name?" Like, come on, guys, you see my number on the caller ID. It's really easy to see, you know, who I am and match it to my file. Like, why do they keep messing this up? They don't really seem to care that much. And I'm still hung up on the fact that they wanted my ID. Very rarely am I asked for my ID when doing this, and I still don't understand precisely why they wanted it. You know, if this was the actual firm that they led me to and I had a signed retainer agreement, I wouldn't mind. But to send it to these sketchy people, no way. So I never got further than, you know, the ID stage. So I don't know for sure if they actually are genuinely generators. I'm leaning towards yes. And I wish I had gotten further so I could reach out to the firms that they're, you know, leading you to and let them know how their lead generators are actually getting their leads. But unfortunately, I never got that far. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they called me at 7:13 in the morning, which is a TCPA violation. Telemarketers are not allowed to call you before 8 a.m. local time. Again, that doesn't automatically make this a scam, but look how many strikes they have against them. So you would figure after I trolled them with McLovin's driver's license and was just a general pain in their ass, they would put my number on their internal do not call list and not call me again, right? Well,
Recorded. Hello.
yes.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Kim from Independent Claims. This is regarding for Camp June settlement claim. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. So this is regarding for your possible compensation claim for Camp June. Did you work or live at Camp June before?
Yes.
Okay. And did you serve as a military?
Yes.
Okay. In what branch of military?
The Marine Corps.
At the Marine Corps. Okay. And have you been diagnosed with any type of cancer or any medical condition?
Yes.
What type of cancer that you've been diagnosed with?
Recent diagnosis of kidney cancer.
Kidney cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. In what year when you were diagnosed with kidney cancer?
Last year.
Last year. So that's going to be 2023. Okay. Since you've been diagnosed with kidney cancer, you are pre-qualified to file for this claim. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to get your basic information before I transfer you over to my supervisor. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Dustin Brooks.
So just to confirm, your first name is Dustin. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you happen to have middle name?
No.
Okay. And what is your date of birth, please?
August 17th, 1976.
Okay. And what is your active email address?
It's just my first name, last name, 12@gmail.com.
So it's going to be DUSTINBROOKS. And is that correct? At gmail.com?
Yes.
So that's going to be DustinBrooks at gmail.com?
Correct. 1428.
Okay. And do you have any alternate phone number?
No.
Okay. And may I also have your complete physical address, please?
231 Windsor Way, Long Beach, California, 90802.
Okay, hang on for a second, please. Okay.
Sure.
231 Windsor Way, Long Beach, California, 90802.
Correct.
Okay. And just to confirm, your email is dustinbrooks at gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And your first name spells D for Delta, U for Uniform, S for Sierra, T for Tango, I for India, N for November.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Already.
Hello.
And did you sign any paperwork or documents regarding this claim?
Hello. No. Yes.
That's good to hear. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to transfer you over to my supervisor to explain further regarding your claim, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, stay on the line, please.
Sure.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Hello, Dustin. My name is Wendy, one of the authorized supervisor assigned for the Camp Lejeune settlement claim. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. By the way, sir, what I'm going to do here is to fill out your applications form here that will be directly submitted to the verification officer for them to finalize your um, settlement claim for the toxic contaminated water at Camp Lejeune, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do here, Dustin, is to ask you some of the core criteria set by the law firm. So can you please confirm to me if have you ever served in the military before?
Yes.
Yeah. In which part of military or in which branch of military?
The Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. And in what year you been there at Camp Lejeune?
I was there for a long time, between 1996 and 2021.
Have you ever been there in between 1953 to 1987?
Oh yeah, as well. So I went from I've been doing this for a long time. So I think at like 85 I was down there.
85. Have you been there with your parents who also served in the Marine Corps?
No, it was just by myself.
For myself. And what would you do at the Camp Lejeune in 1996 up until 2021?
Different things. Infantry training. They did make me go through the firefighter simulations a couple times. To like practice, because for the base. I got deployed a couple times. It's quite a span of service. So I did a lot of stuff.
Right.
And of course, I lived on
I
base.
understand.
So
And also here, you were diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2023, correct?
yes.
And you were born in August 17 of 1976, correct?
1935. She might have written it incorrectly.
Oh, what year you were born, sir?
1935.
35. August 17 of 1935.
Yes.
So when you were there in Camp Lejeune in 1985, for how many years did you stay there?
I'm trying to remember. So, I started in 1953 when I was, when I was 18 years old, and then I was there until it's really hard to remember. It's been a long time. I want to say like 6 or 7 years. Then I went somewhere else, and then I came back in 1996. So
you were there in 1953 for 7 years?
yeah, something like that.
So that would be
To
1953 to 1960?
Correct.
And do you already signed any documents regarding for the Camp Lejeune?
No.
And how old are you right now, sir?
89.
89. So I have here your first and last name. It's Dustin Brooks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have middle initial?
No.
And you were born here in August 17, 1935.
Correct.
Correct?
Yes.
And I have here your physical address. It's 231 Windsor Way, Long Beach, California.
Yes.
And your zip code is 90802, correct?
Yes.
And this is the primary phone number that we can able to reach you.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is to send you the website for us to for you to fill out. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're going to advise the back office staff to send you our website that would be came from Amanda Layfoy before I continue filling out your form here, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. Bear with me a second. Can you check your email? The email came from Amanda Layfoy. And also, do you have a driver's license?
No, I'm too old to drive at this point. I have a state ID, if that helps.
State ID. Okay, no worries with that. You don't have a driver's license as of now,
Not anymore, no.
correct? But do you have that before? Can I ask for the number of your driver's license?
Oh, I don't know where it would be. I haven't driven in years, so I'm too old to drive, so I don't know where it would have gone.
No worries. Okay, we already sent you our website for you to fill out. Can you check that?
Y'all, while I'm filling this out, on their website, Camp Lejeune is spelled incorrectly. They have it Lejeune, but it's Lejeune. Hi, Lindsay here, editing this video. Well, actually, I guess I'm Dustin in this call, so hi, Dustin here. Also, I noticed on the bottom of their website, they misspelled independent. I just noticed that just now, even though I'm sure all of you noticed that in the beginning.
It was already successfully submitted.
Yes, I filled it out. I hit the blue submit button. It's had a check mark and it said success and something else, but it went away before I could. But it looks like it worked.
Okay. And can I ask you, sir, what is your marital status? Are you single, married, divorced, or widow?
Single.
Hold on. Still filling out your form here. And also, I just wanted to confirm here, sir, do you have the copy of the medical of your military records?
It's probably somewhere in storage.
Okay. And also, sir, in what year that you were enlisted as a military?
It would have been starting in 1953 when I was 18.
And in what year that you were discharged?
2021.
And what is your military ID, sir? Do you remember?
No, I haven't had to use it for in a while. I don't know where the military ID is. I keep all this stuff in storage. It's with like my passport, my birth certificate, and everything. I can go dig it out, but
And were you honorably discharged as a Marine Corps?
Yes.
And what is your position when you were at the Marine Corps?
I had multiple. You could just put staff sergeant, but I had multiple positions.
And you were in the service from 53 to 2021. And you were at the Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1960 for 7 years, correct?
Yes.
And you came back in 1996, correct?
Yes.
I'm almost done here. And have you already filed a claim with the Department of the Navy and has been denied?
No.
And have you ever received a disability benefits from the VA hospital?
No.
And did you receive a medical treatment through a private medical provider or in the hospital?
Yeah, it was private. I didn't go to the VA for cancer treatment.
Can I ask for the name of the doctor who diagnosed you with kidney cancer? Just the hospital. Hospital would be fine.
It's St. Mary's in Long Beach. Let me find their address.
St. Mary Hospital.
Yes.
At Long Beach, California?
Yes. It's the
St. Mary Medical Center?
Yes.
No, sir, in what year that you received your medical treatment? And also, sir, I'm done here filling out your form here that will be directly or legally submitted to the verification officer. And based on the information that you provided to me, you are 100% qualified to receive a settlement claim for the Camp Lejeune, okay?
Okay.
So, Dustin, they will be requiring you, because this will be directly submitted to the verification officer, to send a picture of your ID. You mentioned to me that you have a state ID there.
Yes.
Just the front part of your ID. Can you do that right now?
Right now. Okay. How do I submit it?
Yeah. All you need to do, sir, is to reply on the email that we
Okay.
sent you a while ago on the Amanda Layfoy.
Oh, okay.
You would see there a reply. If you open a message, scroll down all the way to the bottom, then reply.
Okay. It should have gone through. I see a green check mark. That means good
Okay.
things.
Okay, I will go in to check that to the back office staff. And once I receive the photo of your ID there, I will go ahead and connect you over to the verification staff so she could allow you to sign a document or the contract proving that you are now part of the high priority list for Camp Legion, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I want to stress once again that I do not feel great about pretending to be a firefighter or a veteran or having a cancer diagnosis just to get through these calls. And so, even though the phone numbers for these people are still active, I will not be calling them again.